What's up, my dogs?
We got fucking Randy Browntown.
I tried to get John Jones. I knew he was free, but he just was not in the budget. And
Yeah,
Randy is who?
John Jones from Wish.
John Jones from Wish. We were hoping for John Jones. We got Randy Brown.
That's who we could afford.
It's all good.
Replacing Joe Pyfer. Y'all know how Joe Pyfer does us. So we got fucking Randy
in the building, and we're not going to change a thing. Randy, you already know how we do. We're going to recap these last fights.
Hit it from the top.
You were actually there, right?
Yes, sir.
You were in the building. You seen some of this. Let's start with the championship fight, which I thought actually, I thought this card, even though it fell through with the Stipe Jones, I thought it lived up to being a decent card.
For sure.
Though it came with the stare down was definitely legendary.
I thought it was a good card.
It
for
was,
sure.
bro. For sure.
It was about all finishes, right?
Yeah, that whole main card.
Nah.
They said the percentages was high for that as well.
People were bitching about the stoppage.
What you thought?
Bro, I mean, it was tough. Like, he definitely, when you hit and, like, the guy, Kurt, move back a little bit so I can see Randy. I can't see Randy.
We got to keep that.
No, like, when, like, it did look bad the way he fell on top of him, you know, because I could see him, like, letting it go longer, but Yuri said he was out.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Agreed.
at that point, it's like, meh, all right.
I think when you try, like, and you've seen that before, like, you're trying to, like, he's trying to get this shot. I don't know how those side hits affect. It seemed like they just start totaling up. But where you like, it's getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Like, oh shit.
But I also understood that, like, say, like, if he was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna fall back and just take a different position, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he was falling.
I think there could be an argument for an early stoppage, but I do think that regardless, the fight would have been ended.
Yeah,
he would have got hurt more.
It was going there.
He was out.
It was going there.
How the fight was looking though, I thought it was looking pretty.
His calf kicks.
I know, bro.
Oh my god.
He hit him with like 3 calf kicks and then.
And you hear those things. Doom! They hit so hard. Like
I said, I want to touch him. Like he looks like he just touches you, and it'd be like you get like a dead arm, like just from like he'd be like this. You'd be like, damn, motherfucker, just fuck. He's got to be super dense, but I'm a huge fan of Alex.
Jerry still has a whole lot to look forward to, and then from here, I guess is the Jamahal Hill.
Here's my thing with Jerry though. I love Jerry. I love how unorthodox he is. I love like the fact that he has that samurai approach where he's just trying to hurt you from anywhere. It's not really like structured, right? It's like I'm trying to hurt you no matter what the position is.
Yeah.
And I think that gets him in trouble though.
Yeah.
I think that does get him in trouble. And I think that it gives people problems, but that's what happened. He was winning. Yeah. He was at the point where he was giving Pereira trouble. He was in his face. He was throwing a bunch of shots and then boom, because he lacks defense, I think. You know, both of them aren't great defensively, but offensively they're juggernauts.
Yeah. I think Alex will cook Jamahal Hill.
I
don't think so.
Only reason I say this is something about Jamahal Hill that I don't know. He just turns into his type of fight.
No, I mean,
dog shit. And
I think people sleep on him because the way he looks, like his body and shit.
He got big mill body and shit. Yeah,
I just can't. Like, not even just him. Anybody else at 205, like. I'm picking Alex.
Yeah,
I'm just picking Alex. Like I don't know. Like and even if I think he would probably lose, I'm still picking Alex.
It's those bricks.
Yeah. Next one.
This you didn't see it going this way. This is your boy.
I was picking Sir. I like Tom Aspinall a lot. Yeah. If I thought Tom was going to win, I thought it would have been him taking Sergey down and like ground and pound and subbing him. But
at the value, you had to take Sergey though. At the value of first round finish, like I feel like you had to take him. So I don't think it was a bad pick at all. But I think Tom Aspinall made a statement.
I think what you said. People slept on how they didn't realize how big Tom was.
Aspinall was a favorite here.
I think was it locked?
No. Yeah, Aspinall was a slight favorite. Yeah, so like that's why we were like for the value, like looking at Sergey's work, you're like,
he gonna catch him.
I have to pick him.
Yeah, you have
to pick him.
Yeah. Yeah, boop out the shit out of him.
Yeah, his hands are fast.
Ridiculous.
Shit.
But then for how big got caught first, didn't he? Did he get caught a little bit?
He did. But I mean, it's a fight in exchanges. It was a 1-2. I caught him. But I love Tom Aspinall's composure. His footwork is underrated, and his shot selection. Selection is incredible.
Yeah,
he's very good. He's like the next breed of
heavyweight.
That's good.
This fight
threw you off.
I did pick that, by the way. I took Tom Aspinall.
Oh, you took Tom Aspinall?
I took Tom Aspinall to finish him in the first, and everyone thought I was crazy.
Nice. If we were allowed to bet, that would have been a good bet.
Yeah.
As a pick,
Mackenzie Dern.
Just gonna drive.
She got balls.
You took Mackenzie Dern, right?
Yeah.
I usually take this little tank of a
I
woman.
usually do always take Jessica.
Hey, she's a hammer, bro. You gotta take her.
I just don't like how Mackenzie runs away in the fight. You know, like she just has a lot to work on. But,
somebody told me I think it was Ollie texted me. He's like, "Yo, Jessica Andrade's going through a divorce." I was like, "She gonna be angry," and I was like, "Yo, the way people bet things, like you know, but you do gotta take things like that into
It was
consideration."
Mackenzie.
Like,
Mackenzie's going through the divorce.
They're both going through
They
divorces.
both are.
Yeah.
Oh God.
we waiting for the custody battle comment.
Joe Rogan was like, in the post-fight, Joe was like, I know you're going through that divorce. I'm like, damn, Joe, why you gonna bring up our fucking government like that?
Oh, man.
But no, I lost on. I got smoked this card. People on SteadyPicks were like, yo, this dude. We were hot for a minute and we got cooked.
Her stand up though is like she's aggressive and she throws punches and bunches, which is great.
Jessica or Mackenzie.
Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah.
But against a hammer like Andrade,
and she doesn't have the actual. She has the jiu-jitsu to submit her. She doesn't have the wrestling to get it there. Where a lot of these jiu-jitsu guys, they don't have that wrestling.
Yeah.
If you don't have the ability to get the takedown there, how the fuck are you going to get there?
Well, unless you're Benoit Saint Denis.
Yo, that was I picked Matt, but I knew this was ending like violence. First round, the way it just did. You know he used to fight at 70? You know who fucking
Dos Santos.
beat? Yo, like,
Ilios Dos Santos.
I was watching this fight on my TV and I was screaming, yo, stop the fight. Like everyone, like the commentators like, yo, what the fuck? And there was a French ref and this dude's French. He was looking at him.
He had money on him.
This man was getting beat to death.
He was.
Dropped to 55.
And just been on a tear ever since.
Are you sold on
Yeah.
Saint
Denis is the
I mean, he
deal.
can definitely be beat, but
no, I'm not saying beat, but I'm saying, you think he's going?
He's
for sure. Especially after beating Frivola.
Yeah, Frivola's good.
And
man.
the way it wasn't. And he tried to run off, got head kicked, right?
He tried to run. He tried to scurry along the cage, and
then he thought the kick was a body kick, so he like tried to block it down. And
he had it here, and that's what a lot of guys do. They think it's going to be a body, or even if it's going to be a little bit higher, they keep it here, and that shit dinks right off the top of your head. Like Volk, like when Volk got kicked, he thought it was going to be a body kick. The worst ones are the ones that I think that skim your head.
That's all equilibrium.
Skim.
You're done.
Our boy Pat.
Hey
man,
tough, man.
But you know what though? Like I try to tell people, it's a fist fight. Like it ain't always going to go the way we want it to go.
And that's what you said at the house, because it went. We were watching it. It just went quiet. I'm talking about the whole house just went quiet.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing you said. You was like, you know what, dog? It's a fight.
It's a fight.
It does. It hurts when somebody you know. Yeah. But Pat will be back. I do 100%. Truly believe Pat will be back. And you know we're not biased. Diego Lopez.
He's very good.
But I still think that Diego Lopez is the truth. But I also still believe, and not because we train with Pat, but I still believe Pat is the truth as well. Yeah. In a moment like that, it would have been anyone's fight, only because the way he got caught, it was out of the break. Out of the break, attacking out of the break is any man's game. That's one of the most dangerous positions in the game. So it could have went either way.
He clipped him on the feet. We was like, oh,
Pat looked good that first exchange.
And I think the same thing with the shot that he did take. I thought it told him, because usually Diego accepts the shot. Like usually he likes going down there. I thought he kind of had in his mind like, we're not doing no grappling, and he kind of just He, in his mind you could just see it in his body language. Like we ain't doing no grappling. And
there was a couple other. I didn't watch this one. Oh yeah, I did. See, I watched this one.
I don't think this dude is real. I think he's like an artificial intelligence. I don't know, bro. Steve,
he was like no experience, emotion, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
he's good. Though.
He looked good though.
Good.
His pressure was good, and his punches are like he's direct, and he knows he has a plan, and he wants to execute it. Yeah, and he's not going to deviate.
They had a couple good grappling exchanges too. It was good.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you were upset about this fight.
Is that the Ricci fight? Which one?
You were upset about that one, right? Or did you?
I had her in my parlay. My parlays that night. I started with $100. I went negative, but I ended up leaving.
Rebecca's a contender. I tweeted about that actually after that fight.
Rebecca is fucking good, man.
I feel like I missed this.
He's the real deal.
Took him down, subbed him.
Subbed him?
Polish power, bro.
This fucking fight was a good Nazim and.
He's on my no bet list, man. I just think his IQ needs to raise just a little bit.
Yo, he had second round.
He could have won that fight. And my big thing I always talk about when I talk to young fighters is like, bro, you have to learn how to slow it down.
Yeah.
You get someone hurt, the worst thing you could do is lose your mind and run at them. Right? You give them a chance to recover. Take your time, ease in, and pick them apart. He had that fight finished twice.
Yeah.
And then he made Slavikov's come back to a draw.
I feel like it was the right call for a draw. I gave Borisov the first round. I gave Nazim 10-8 the second, and then it was a close third, but I gave him the third too.
He tough as shit. Like,
tough as shit,
I was like,
he was getting hit with some shit.
Even I seen him getting up off the ground sometimes, and then he just had combos and shit, putting the punches together.
He
I
ate
was like,
all shit at one point, across the side of the head. Still was in it.
Tough as shit.
Motherfucker.
Jarrett looked good. Smoked fucking Mark Madsen.
Yeah. Mark Madsen that's the Greco champion, right?
Yeah,
Olympian.
yeah.
He's like fucking 50 years old.
Yeah, he is almost 40.
Did you watch this, Joshua Van?
No, I didn't watch any of these.
I thought he made a great adjustment. You watch Joshua Van fight? He just made a great adjustment, and he just put the pressure on Bull and came out a different fighter.
Jamal Emmers came out and fucking.
What did I say about Jamal Emmers after this fight?
Clap Dennis, man.
I think he's better than people want to.
Even when him and Pat fought, he dropped Pat. But then Pat heel hooked his ass.
Yeah.
But he's
getting better and better.
Getting
better and better. But good card. Like I said, I thought it lived up to its not potential, but for it to be a fall through card, I thought they did pretty good on the bounce back.
Did they hit the odds up for the next one?
Let's see.
For Brendan Allen and Paul Craig. I think Brendan Allen's going to knock Paul Craig out.
Can he sub him?
He can sub him, but I think he's going to knock him out.
Agreed.
Let's start at the top. Brendan Allen, Paul Craig.
No odds out for that one? That's weird. I'm sure it's online.
Look it up.
They had Jake Matthews as a fucking
Michael Morales.
underdog, too. Yeah, main event, I'm picking Brendan Allen. I think he's going to dog walk Paul Craig, and I know my boy Joey Pyfer's going to be there in Brendan Allen's corner to try to pick up those scraps.
A lot of people are
he
asking,
wants
like,
to fight
how does
Paul
that happen?
Craig afterwards.
Yes, sir.
How does Joey
happen?
I don't know if they know, like, they come up here sometimes. So Brendan Allen's been up here, Tuco's been up here.
Yeah.
So they do know each other. It's not just some random shit that just happened. They do. They do know each other.
Corner. Joe's like, yo, I want to fight that motherfucker afterwards. Let me be in your corner. Paul's gonna be waking up. It's just gonna be Joey standing over him.
Joe's so fucking angry all the time.
I got next. Like the fuck, man. Michael Morales, Jake Matthews.
I'm taking Jake.
I'm taking Jake.
I'm taking Jake Matthews as well.
And he's
Michael
a
Morales.
fat underdog.
Yeah.
If I was allowed to bet, I'd be betting on Jake.
All day.
Jordan Leavitt and Chase Hooper. Me and Randy were just talking about it. Jordan Leavitt. I just think Chase is. Jordan's tough, man. He slammed that dude with his forearm, knocked him out the one time. He's good. I'm picking.
Imagine losing to him and you just waking up and you just see some nigga twerking. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm going back out, bro.
My homies will be waiting for you in the parking lot. You take me out like that, brother?
You're like, damn, bro.
Yo.
I'm back like I never woke up. Like I never seen it, man.
You didn't have to twerk.
But my thing is, what you going to do? He already beat you. What? Yo, stop playing. No, he going to beat you up again.
We gonna jump you.
Beat you up again,
my
man.
whole team jumping you right after this fight. Bro. I don't know.
You got anything on that, Randy?
Nah, I don't know who they
Payton,
are.
Talbott, Nick Aguirre?
Nah.
I'll pick him. I'll pick Hebaz, but I don't know who she's fighting. And then Uros Medic, Johnny Parsons.
All day.
Medic. This guy's out. They just replaced him.
They just replaced him with the new Russian. I'm still picking Medic. I actually sparred this dude back in the day when I went to Cali.
He's good, bro.
He's actually a long southpaw.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
He used to fight at 55 and moved up to 70. I think he was probably cutting too much weight.
Big boy.
But yeah, I'm picking him. That's a good fight. Jonathan Pearce, and I'm not picking anybody, but
He said, I do not want these
anything
as
else?
official picks. This is one of those cards, my man. This is. These
are like this is a good fight. Trey Ogden and
Nikolas Motta.
Yeah.
Motta fucking.
He's not having
he's
like a
kill.
great run.
He's kill or be killed, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
Motta, I think has had a tough run, but I think Motta
He's
is
good,
so
dude.
talented.
I think
bro.
so too.
He just
I
been
remember
getting caught.
I was at CFFC and he knocked out the kid Caesar Balmaceda and knocked him out so bad. He was out for like 15.
Like in the ring, like can't move on with the show.
He
shit.
hit him and he got pinned in between the cage and fucking Nikolas Motta, and he was stuck like this against Brett. It was a bad knockout. Like, I was scared. Like I almost like I felt horrible. Like I thought he died. Like it was bad. It was like when Pat knocked out that dude.
Oh, that dude
fucking
killed?
yeah.
Didn't they say he technically killed him?
It was like that, but
Yeah.
And then
Charles Johnson,
I'm picking Charles Johnson now.
Taking Charles Johnson?
Yeah.
All right.
And then that's a wrap, man.
That's it, man. Yo, you guys both have fights coming up. I believe. Dan, your fight's announced, right?
Yeah.
All right, you both got fights coming up. Sean, yours a little closer. Let's start with you. How's your next 2 weeks looking?
Next 2 weeks, we got the rest of this week training hard. Next week, still training hard, but tapering down. I feel every motherfucker always says this. They always say, I feel mentally the best. I feel physically. But this is, like, no lie, the best I've ever, like, I'm going to go out there, and it's going to be the best Sean Brady you've ever seen.
Gotcha.
I believe it.
Gotcha.
You look good. You look good.
So,
Randy, you also have a fight.
Well,
I cannot. I do
Randy,
not know.
tell the people who you're fighting.
I'm fighting Muslim Salikov. He's
The Kung Fu Panda or whatever.
no, the king of Kung Fu. The king of Kung Fu from Dagestan. I got the only striker from Dagestan.
Yeah. I think that's a really good fight for you.
Yeah, it's a great
When is that?
fight. He's very explosive. That's gonna be
December
December
16th.
16th. Yeah,
That last card of the year.
last card of the year.
Let's touch Colby or Leon. Who you got?
I'm taking Leon. And that's not because the whole Jamaican thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone says. They're like, of course you're picking Leon. Right, but it's here's why I'm picking Leon is because Leon prepared for a wrestler in Usman twice in his last camp,
That's
right?
true.
Last couple camps.
That's a
So I
good
think
point.
he's prepared for the wrestling of and he looked great against Usman. So I think he's prepared for the wrestling.
I think it's gonna be a good fight.
I would definitely agree. I'd definitely agree with that.
Leon's good, man.
No, for sure. And as I was saying, 3 fights were also announced after our last podcast.
Quick
which
pick.
was
We'll go quick picks on them.
Oh yeah,
pick.
let's do it.
I'll start. Let's start here, Randy. Let's start with Shane O'Malley versus Cheeto Vera. I already know where you going.
Well, his name's Sean
I'll say
O'Malley.
Shane
I don't know.
O'Malley. Shane O'Malley.
That's fucking Sean
Shane
O'Malley.
McMahon.
Sean O'Malley. That was racist as shit. He said Shane O'Malley.
But you guys always do that for some reason. Sean O'Malley
Man.
versus
Who you picking?
Cheeto Vera. Who you got?
I'm a massive fan of Sean O'Malley. You know, I like what he does, you know, in and out the octagon. The only problem I have is that Cheeto beat him already. But he did compromise his leg. You know what I mean? I like both guys.
He did that though.
Yeah, he did that. But I can't help but think what happens if that leg isn't compromised. You know what I mean? And we also saw Sanhagen versus Vera.
That's
and
true.
I think Sean O'Malley is
the
a similar
same-
type of guy.
same type.
This time I'm going Sean O'Malley.
Gotcha.
He ain't lose
Who you
in
picking?
Sean O'Malley's opinion. So
Who you picking?
I'm on the Sean O'Malley train after his last performance. I think it is very, very hard to go against him after that, after the way he did it, who he did it to. I am completely sold on Sean O'Malley
I'm
being
always
a superstar.
a fan of fighters at the highest level that can fight going backwards. Strikers
Yeah.
that can fight going backwards. Great footwork. You got me.
Yeah.
Because that's like a missing art.
I'm a fan of both. I can't even pick. 'Cause I like Cheeto a lot.
Me
And I
too.
like Sean O'Malley a lot. I'm not even going to give a pick. I'm just going to enjoy as a fan.
Gun to your head, though. Got to.
Probably O'Malley. It's tough.
That's fair.
It's tough.
That's going to break Cheeto heart when you see this one.
Yo, I'm a huge Cheeto fan as well, man. It's just
We also have, of course, Volk versus Topuria.
Topuria just been killing it. I'm going Topuria. I know you laughing. I'm going Topuria, man.
Yo, I mean, I don't
going
blame you.
Topuria.
I'm picking Volk because I love Volk. But yeah, I could see, bro. It's
I think he's going to show this young man how this thing works, man.
Let me ask you this, though. If he didn't get finished, Volk didn't get finished in his last fight, would you even consider Topuria? Would that even...
I think it's still a tough fight. Like whether he loses or won that fight, Topuria is a fucking dog. Like,
he is.
When I ride my bike in my basement, I always watch film on guys, and like I've been studying Topuria a lot. And bro, his boxing is so fucking good.
And he's also like a lifelong grappler, too, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's good everywhere. He can mix
He's
it
very
up.
well-rounded.
Yeah, so I'm still picking Volk, but yeah.
I have to go Volk.
And you know what? I'm fucking going with Cheeto over O'Malley. Like, I can't.
That's me, love you,
yo,
man.
no, I can't.
The same shit.
I can't. Like, if you really look back, like, bro, besides his leg being compromised, like, Cheeto was in that shit. Like, and I just think Cheeto's a dog. He's just a dog.
If you, I'm about to say the way his last fight kind of went with,
Sanhagen.
no, Cheeto last fight?
No.
Munoz? What's his name?
Oh, Pedro Munoz.
Pedro Munoz.
Yeah.
I just thought the exchanges were a little too close. Like I said,
I know.
Because
Listen,
that fight could have went to
it's-
Munoz as well.
For sure.
And it's just
for
like,
sure.
I don't think you get that out of Sean
sure.
O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley is, I don't know.
No,
that's
another one.
That's
another one. Like it's very hard to pick.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Sean Strickland and the real African King.
Nah, Strickland all day. Strickland all day.
I think Strickland's gonna box his head off.
Yeah.
What does that Izzy win really do in people's minds when it comes to thinking about Sean Strickland now? It's not just this.
Nothing. He's a champion.
Not just being a champion, but you would look at his style before that and you'd be like, this style can't beat certain shit, right? Now you know that fighting is fighting. It does not matter what you bring to the table. Like if you got to use what you got. Mm-hmm. It's a fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I think after that fight, I look at that Philly shell a little different. Where it's like
I do.
I
don't, not at all. I still don't believe in Sean Strickland to 100%, like his skill set. I still think there's a ton of holes and he can be.
I think like Randy was saying, I think that if fucking Izzy took that fight seriously, it might have been a different fight. Yes. My man, dude, he got a DUI 3 weeks before his fight.
Yeah, and he's
not even saying he was wrecked,
now.
but he was drinking. But like for you to even be drinking alcohol 3 weeks, like bro, I haven't drank in fucking months. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like he's like probably, and knowing Izzy, he's probably just like sipping wine, fucking doing his nails and shit. But like he was probably just thought he was going to go in there and just blow through him. And so
you can see that.
I think that if they fought 10 times, it would look a lot different.
For sure. Agreed.
All right. Since we talk about Izzy, the Payton call out, does it make sense?
No.
Nah.
Nothing there?
Nah.
I thought, but I thought he was actually being a little like
trying to be funny.
No, I thought he was like trying to like help out. I know they're not friends, but it's like DC and John Jones, right? Like John Jones, get your shit together. Like that's me throwing you a oop. Like let's fucking do this. I understand I don't like you, but you're my greatest enemy. We put on a show, so it's
he knows that would sell. He knows that would sell.
You think it's just for sale, not compassion? Like yo, come on. Like
I think
he said he's too talented.
I think that's the most beatable, the most winnable fight for him, and I think that's what he's like. Well, instead of fighting these contenders at this weight class, how about I get someone that I fought that I'm familiar with, and there's rivalry there. I know it'll sell. Let's get it again.
I mean, Izzy cooked him that last fight.
He
won it back.
In his mind, that's it. I don't need nothing else.
Same thing with Izzy. I love Izzy, bro. I think I seen him at Joey's fight when he fought that night.
Yeah.
He's the man. Like,
Izzy's the man. I don't get how much hate that dude gets.
No,
he's an incredible human being, bro.
Dude, he's a great person.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of the shit that he does, like with like I think he just trolls people.
Oh yeah.
He's like, all right, like y'all don't like that I do this, I'm gonna do it even more. Like, fuck,
I'm gonna be myself.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. You don't control me.
I don't owe you shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I'm a huge fan of Izzy, and I hope we see him back sooner than later. But if he wants to take time off, if he retires, he's done so much. He deserves to do whatever.
I think he's older than people think.
Whatever that man,
the most active champ, bro.
Whatever he wants to do, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Fine with it as a fan. He's the man. I'm a huge fan of Izzy. Fuck it.
Agreed.
Well, that's it, man. We
appreciate Randy on the show. Randy's in fucking town for the fights.
Yeah, for sure. And as always, again, as you know, we always say, please go out, shop, fuel, hunt. They are always sponsoring our podcast.
Yes, sir.
Use the code SteadyPicks or BradyBagz. Get 15% off.
Yep.
15% off. Fuel Hunt.
All
They
right.
are a great band. These are our boys. Sign up for SteadyPicks, and we appreciate you guys viewing once again.
Peace.